Shout out to this genius councilman for using the system against itself. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a white male councilman from Indiana who now identifies as a woman of color. And the media are now expected and really forced to play along. Now, I don't think he's being serious 100%, but how are you going to tell him that? How are you going to deny him of his identity? How are you going to say that he's not exploring his identity properly? Huh? Now, before I go any further into it, let's roll the news clip. If you want to see the clip in full without my commentary, link, as always, will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
A councilman is coming out as transgender and a woman of color. Delaware County Councilman Ryan Webb announced that he now identifies as an Indian American woman. Since that announcement, he's received some support, but a lot of backlash. Many calling him childish, despicable, even calling for things like execution.
Execution?
In a statement, Webb gave...
Wait, did you see that? Before and after. Let's pause right here for a moment. Now, as you just heard, some are saying he's childish, despicable because they don't believe him. I think he's a troll or whatever. But it's like, well, wait a minute. Wait just one moment. This before and after is not that much different than what I've seen from real so-called trans or whatever they want to call themselves people. For example, Leah Thomas, the swimmer. This person looks like Bret the Hitman Hart as Leah. I see a male still. Now, they may identify as something else, and that's fine, but I still see what I see. So I don't see how this right here with the high and tight, fuzzy type hairstyle and the regular suit jacket and shirt is any different than some of these other guys that are out here. Okay, I don't really see the big difference, but I digress.
In a statement Webb gave to ITMate, he says, quote, "It is unfortunate that I cannot simply be given the same space and respect to explore my identity that so many of those targeting me demand for themselves."
Exactly.
"It's possible I may change my mind down the road. The process of identity exploration is complex, and oftentimes at the end of our personal journey, we end right back where we started." Webb goes,
brilliant. Because shout out to one of you guys that were on my live show over the weekend on Saturday, and you guys were talking about the person from Montana, and I was calling him Zooey, but I've been informed the name is Zoe, as in Zooey Deschanel, the actress. And I guess the person who was formerly known as Zach, now known as Zoe, whatever, they got that name from Zooey Deschanel, but Zooey Deschanel was named that after a male. So really, you're born Zach, trying to go for a more feminine name, but that feminine name is actually a more masculine name. Sometimes you go right back to where you started. You go full circle and go right back to square one.
Goes on to tell ITMate this is just his true, authentic self.
I'm just being me. How you going to tell me I'm not being me? How you going to deny me of my identity? What's really going on? You gotta respect it. You got to respect it. Yo, I identify as a male, and I'm coming out just like this. It reminds me of the guy over there in Canada that had the prosthetic breasts or whatever in the shop class. And then they said, oh, well, you don't act like that when you're outside of school. Well, what's that got to do with it? Let me come back so you can see me clearly. What's that got to do with it? Maybe I only identify that way when I'm in the shop class. I mean, that's part of my identity. How is anybody going to deny me of that? And I think the overall point from my man, what's his name, Ryan Webb, is to prove how ridiculous it is, because we know that a lot of this stuff that's going on is just people they're trying to get an edge when you're talking about sports, or they're trying to gain entry into restricted areas. That's the ultimate goal here. So I applaud Mr. Webb for pointing that out, and the media has got to play along, using the preferred pronouns and everything else. Okay, you look like you roof houses for a living, you fix plumbing, septic tanks, sewer lines and everything like that for a living. You look like you cut grass in the summertime in Texas for a living, but you can identify as whatever kind of gender you want. I mean, I don't really see the problem. It's so weird. As I close, I want to say this. There are so many things with this whole identity and all this stuff that makes no sense. Okay, you have a thing called gender reassignment surgery, right? But I'm told that there are an infinite number of genders. So which one of these infinite genders does your gender reassignment surgery assign you to? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Because first it was just, okay, I'm going from male to female. What about the other genders out there? Like, what are we talking about exactly? Then they want to say gender is the same thing as sex. What is gender? Just a feeling? I feel like I'm this right now. Why can't I feel like I'm whatever I want to be? Why can't I be Bill Gates going to the bank and make a withdrawal of $10 billion and not have the federales called on me? Why am I in handcuffs right now? Why am I going to the penitentiary, Gitmo, Supermax in Colorado, making big rocks in Little Rocks? Why am I going there? For what? I identify as Bill Gates. Why can't I explore that new identity and partake in the benefits? But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Ryan Webb identifying as a woman of color, although he is clearly a regular white male? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I like guys like this just doing some things that can poke fun at the system, poke holes in the system, and expose what's really going on. You see, he's getting death threats, and they calling to expel him from the house, all type of stuff. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. Why are you guys who say that you could be whatever gender you want to be, you can do whatever you want to do, why is the LGBTQ elites or establishment, why are they attacking this man this way? Give him the space, as you used, give him the space to explore his identity without the threats of violence and whatnot. The very same things that they say the regular normie world does to their trans people that they really see as trans. And who gets to identify as that or not? You know what the best way to end all this nonsense would be? If you just said, hey, you know what? Male, female, and if you identify something else, that's your personal business, not mine. You don't get special privileges or undue access that you shouldn't have because you don't actually align with XX or XY respectively. Very simple. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.